Tino, screw up there.
Someone's stomach's growling.
Who was that?
He started talking about food, and I instantly started getting the munchies, man.
Hey, Tino, all you had to do is say something, bro. They run with you, bro. You just got back.
Yeah, man.
Just don't go to Spar right now.
Why not?
That's where we just came from. Like when you walked in,
Yeah.
because they don't want to get money. They don't want money.
And
The
what
card
happened?
is down. I mean, there's
The card machine.
man. I don't even know what's going on. I'm not going to sit here and speak out of frustration.
Hey, man, that's Albania. That's Albania. You know, in Albania, they always go like, when something goes wrong, they always say Shqipëri. Like, it's Albania. She's supposed to go Saudi.
I'm not hungry. I just want to snack.
I'm hungry. I need to eat breakfast.
You know it's almost 5, right?
Hmm?
You know it's almost 5, right?
I usually only eat once a day
You
anyway.
be fasting?
Not intentionally, just because in the morning I wake up, I drink coffee, and I get straight to work. So, and then there was a time period when I really did eat breakfast, and when my girls around, I eat breakfast. But
Yeah.
I just grew up not really eating breakfast heavy like that. That's actually cap I did, but I worked my way out of that.
I see a link.
You got space?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's smooth though.
Hmm.
I'm looking at it from my phone right now.
Yeah, it looks all right.
Oh, this is live.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't know how you're supposed to be able to see the chat, though.
Did you share a link?
Yes, texted it to you.
Oh.
That delay, man. Well, I'll be sitting here watching it.
All right, let me get off this. I'm gonna earmark what?
You about to?
It'll probably be too late by the time we get back because we got practice. But I'm gonna get my tea and honey for sure.
How long do you think it's going to take to go to Spar and get something?
I'm not going to Spar.
Oh.
Yeah, it's too late for that. They burnt that bridge. At least for today. I will go to your market though. That team limit be, I mean team limit that well, I wish you team be hitting. I be so relaxed. Yesterday Christy
Should we name drop it?
Yesterday an individual
Can you give these, like, anybody we talk about, can you give them like a funny ass nickname like Peaches?
hey,
Or something like
nah.
that?
Nah, it was nothing bad though, but he asked me yesterday, he was like, you drink? I was like, nah, I don't drink. Like, he's like, look, you drink any liquor or alcohol? I was like, nah, I don't drink. He said, why? I don't like it. I'm like, you? He said, yeah. He's like, a lot?
He said a lot.
Yeah.
I believe it.
And he said, "Look at me." That's why he, because he was like scorching his sweat.
Say, look at me. That's why that shows that he drinks a lot.
James,
There's some people that just walk out of playing basketball and just pound a couple. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. No, I was like, I'm more of a wine type of guy,
Yeah.
but liquor now is like, I don't like the taste. I just can't. I'm good.
That I've run into that a lot because I don't drink, and people are always like, "Why?" Well, you'd like this. Maybe you'd like this.
Yeah,
thing. Maybe you want that thing. And I'm like, but
are you doing that?
No.
I'm really not. I'm definitely not gonna drink it now.
I don't want that. I don't want any of it.
I don't fall into peer pressure. So I'm like, it doesn't work for me.
You literally like.
No, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy talking to him though. I really do enjoy talking to him.
But it feels like people have to justify why they don't drink instead of having to
just say why.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Like it doesn't make sense. Like shouldn't you have to justify why you do before you justify why you don't? I mean, you don't really have to either way, but like I don't know, it's like the whole thing with people having kids too. People just have kids because that's the societal thing to do, and you have to justify if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Just like drinking is a societal thing, you have to justify why you don't want to.
You think kids are really a societal thing?
Oh, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think that it's kind of like a moral obligation?
There's nobody watching. We don't need it. Who cares?
You know what I'm saying? But if you upload it.
Yeah.
We should have an intro too.
God damn it, bro.
You gonna do an intro?
No, I'm saying like we should all have one like for the podcast
Sure.
that we say every time before the video starts. I can't wait to get back to that water.
So I wanted some.
It's shower water.
The spar is like. What's the word? What? But
Tino, you don't think kids is a societal thing?
yeah, that's what it's.
No.
What?
I think it's like a low-key moral obligation. Because if everybody decides, I don't want to have kids, where the hell do we
But
go
that's their
anyways?
right.
It's their
I know
right.
so many people that I wish they hadn't had kids instead of having
But-
kids and treated them the way that they do.
Imagine if your grandparents made that.
They can make it if they
then
want.
you wouldn't exist.
Okay, so I wouldn't
This
have an
wouldn't-
opinion on it.
This wouldn't have happened. And who knows? This could be the cure to something like vital. Who knows like, where this could turn out? So it's like the person who cures these, right? His life path was I'm going to become a doctor, a scientist, and I cure the disease. It never happened. So that's why I say, like, I think you're right. It is a societal thing, but I also think it's like a kind of
So I should have kids just in case one of my kids happens to be able to cure a disease.
No, but I
What
think
if
it's
my
like
kid happens to be Hitler?
okay for me. I feel like I owe it to my grandfather and my grandfather's father and his grandfather's father because, bro, the things that
But
they
that's
went through.
just societal pressure.
No. The things that these people went through to survive all the way till now, and then for me to say, "Nah, I'm gonna cut it here," it's like it feels a little selfish. To me.
It's selfish for you to choose to not have kids.
Yeah, it's a little selfish to me.
Selfish against your dead ancestors?
Yeah,
Who cares?
they do.
They're dead.
They lived though. They lived and died for me to be born.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, okay,
you're an individual that you can have your own choice. You have your own free will. You choose, I don't want to keep this going.
Damn. I think that's hard, bro. I think that's a really hard decision to make because it's like, yeah, bro. I think it's because imagine if everybody says that though.
Then the world doesn't exist, but everybody doesn't say that.
That's the point. But
there's 8 billion people on the planet now, almost 7 billion, whatever it is now.
Okay, why don't you want to have kids?
I didn't say I don't. I said it's a societal pressure.
All right. You're right. It is. It's
but
choice,
I'm convinced that we should have reasons for. I should have to give a reason for why I want kids before I have to give a reason for why I don't want kids. Not wanting kids should be the default, because so many people are like, "Oh, I guess I'll have a kid because that's what everyone else does.
Okay.
And then they decide they don't want it and they leave the kid or whatever, you know?
But okay, remove society, remove everything, and strip everything down to humanity, right?
Okay.
So we're all on a human level, which makes us equal. Because I think what's up. Okay, let me go even deeper. I think the whole purpose of existence is survival, right?
Yeah, I just pointed. I didn't say that. I was gonna let Tino keep talking.
Just Monty being. You
Nice.
said, let's go even deeper.
No. Okay.
Then he bought some. That's what she
Hey,
said.
but no, we can bring that back in so it all makes sense. I'm sure. So if we start at plants just exist, they survive, right? The tree grows, it sends its saplings, and it grows another one. The whole point of plants and nature and everything is to survive to the next thing, right?
Yeah.
Animals, same thing. The whole point is survive. Humans, same thing. The whole point is to survive. But what
Right.
humans have that's separate from these things is consciousness.
Right.
So if humans
And
are
free will.
and free will, exactly.
Yeah.
But
So we can choose if we want to have kids.
that's
or
my point. But at the base level, our goal is to survive, though. So when multiple people decide, I don't want to have kids, so then there's less survival. So it's like a negative against the entire human race, is how I look at it.
multiple people decide that they don't want to have kids.
Yeah,
It's
a negative.
a negative against the human race.
Yes, because you're saying I'm not going to perpetuate my portion of the human race because you're a piece, you're a part of it. It's a
Sure.
thing, it's an entity, right?
Sure.
So I don't want to contribute.
Right. But there's also like, why do I have an obligation to contribute?
No, I'm not saying you have to, but that's what I'm saying. I look at it as more of a selfish decision because you're thinking only about self. You're not thinking about everyone else.
Right. But I only have to look out for myself. I don't have to look out for the rest of the planet.
I 100% understand the ideology, but
I'm
I'm
mostly
trying-
playing devil's
no, I
advocate.
get it. I get it because I used to be in that headspace too, but I'm trying to shift to be a more like everything is about people.
I just think about someone who fathers a child and then disappears from their life.
Yeah.
Should they have fathered the child for the good of society, for the good of the human race? Think about how that, like, sure, that kid is like, oh, great. I'm sure that kid is thinking, I'm being sarcastic. I'm sure that kid is thinking, oh, I'm so glad I'm here for the sake of the human race. And they're not thinking, why do I have a deadbeat dad who disappeared when I was born?
Did
You know?
LeBron know his dad?
I don't
Nope.
think so. His dad's not around now. I don't know if he knew him or not.
But we got LeBron.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's like I do think, okay, that individual made that mistake of
Don't hit the table because
Oh,
the mic will
no,
pick it up
my
really
bad.
well.
that individual made that mistake of I'm gonna have a kid and then I'm not gonna take care of it. I think
Imagine-
that was the negative.
Imagine you are LeBron's dad, though. You're like,
Shit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very shitty. It's very shitty. I mean, what do you guys think?
First, oh, you go first.
No, you go first.
Personally, I mean, I ain't gonna force no one to make any decision.
Yeah.
I'll speak for myself. I definitely want kids. I definitely want a family.
Right.
So.
But that's not the question that we're
No.
asking.
Yeah. Honestly, it's hard because I don't want to like pick side. I don't like.
I'm
Whatever the
talking
person is.
for the discussion. I'm not talking because I necessarily agree with what I'm saying specifically.
You
Oh,
arguing for
so-
hard though.
Well, because it's something that like goes on in my head.
I get
I don't know which
Oh.
side I'm sitting on.
Yeah.
I don't think that I, as a human being, have an obligation to the human race to create offspring.
I think we do, bro.
I think it's more of a continuing your
Bloodline.
your
Yeah.
bloodline more
Your
than
roots. Yeah.
being forced. Like you're not forced to do it, but
Yeah.
it's just like the thought of it, like continuing my bloodline. Like for when I go, I got people to carry on what I
Like
started.
legacy.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Right.
So I feel like it's more of that than anything.
What he said.
Right.
Honestly, because I couldn't even change the words.
But I guess it's still like the way that Tina was talking about it makes it feel like you would go around and tell everybody you should be having kids, you should be having kids, you should be having kids, right?
Yeah.
For the good of the human race.
Yeah.
But if somebody's like, "No, my bloodline is terrible. I don't want to continue my bloodline."
Change it. Be the change you want to see in the world.
That's a
That's
valid
a
point.
valid
That is a
Is that
valid
from a
point.
movie?
No, that's Mahatma Gandhi.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
You know, people say it a lot.
I knew it's a quote. I just
Yeah.
couldn't remember if it was a
That's
movie.
that's a valid point though. Honestly.
I'm just saying this because I've thought about it a lot though. Like I do, because that whole example I gave is like when you look at the natural order of things, plants exist to survive, animals exist to survive. This is an ecosystem that survives within itself, and the only separation that we have from it is the fact that we can think. So if all we're doing is taking and making selfish choices, I just don't see how that's a benefit. Like,
Yeah.
That's
And
this is big picture thinking, but obviously if
No,
I feel like
think
I'm a
the
shit
same way,
person.
though.
Yeah.
I think the same way.
If I'm
I
a
don't
shit
know
person,
I'm not fully convinced that choosing to not have kids is a selfish choice.
Okay. Okay. John Cena. I keep hitting the table. John Cena said he's not gonna have kids.
Right.
I think he said something. I saw something about him saying
He
like,
was on Kai Cenat's stream.
yeah,
Yeah.
or something like he wants to enjoy life or
Right. That's
something
one
like
thing.
that. Yeah. So
It-
that's why I'm like, okay, you did this career, you built it up just for self.
Right.
What are you gonna like? Not that you're obligated to contribute, but like I said, like nobody. And I think it's also because it's very individual. Like everybody's thinking about themselves in Western culture too.
Yeah.
Like in places like Albania and Africa, everybody's more communal and everyone wants to work together. Like, you know, when they say it takes a village.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like that's like the idea. It takes a village. But I think we should all be thinking like it takes humanity to like get to where we want to get, you know. But that's never gonna happen though, because there's ego and
Right. But when I got, 5 siblings that have kids, 17 between them, I think I'm good.
but you don't want anybody in the light heart lineage to represent your experience of being a light heart and what you feel like light heart should be like.
I don't know. But like if you had asked me 5 years ago if I wanted kids, I'd be like, no. And
Yeah.
over the last 5 years, I've realized I should have a reason for wanting kids
Yeah.
before I should not have to defend my decision to not have kids. I should have a reason to have them.
Yeah.
And even if that reason is like, I want a family, I want a little me running around. Like
Facts.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I want to teach someone basketball.
Yeah.
You pull the Michael Scott. I'm gonna have 100 kids, and so no one can say no to being my friend. Like
Yeah, I
I'm
get it,
sorry,
I get
this
it.
is so off topic because you brought up Michael Scott.
of course.
Remember the episode when you probably know what I'm about to bring up.
I have no idea. It's just
When
funny
he
that
promised like
conversation
a
got deep.
class of students that he would pay for their college tuition, and they all like really, long story short, he promised the office.
Mhm.
He promised like all these kids in his elementary school that he paid for their tuition. Long story short, they got older, and they still stuck. They hung on to that. He obviously forgot about it. So when the time came around and the table turned, he was like, "Oh, like, okay."
Yeah.
It was OD.
That's what it's gonna feel like if heaven's not real. You'll be sitting there like, damn. Actually, maybe not, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Like expectation that wasn't met.
He just made it face.
You're like, you get my point. I was like, I have no idea what point.
No, I
you're
mean,
making.
because he said
But
like
I understand
they live based off of that, and then they didn't get what they were expecting. So it's like,
Yeah.
it'd be like, dang, really. But I thought of that too. Is like, it actually wouldn't be a disappointment because you really did live like a better human. Like you lived better for yourself. So it's not like not a negative.
That's why I don't put my expectations on people anymore. I learned that when something ain't meet my expectations, I get disappointed, and that disappointment put me on like to the ground. So that's why I kind of just like, all right,
Yeah, like you expect Spar to actually accept credit card when you're trying to pay for food. You can't put your expectations on that.
That was ridiculous. That was the first time too that all the times we used to went there, I was like,
Why was it like below the number?
no, it was
They said it was above, and then she said it was below.
yeah.
Huh?
She said it was 900,
Yeah.
and then she kept asking like 4 times if I used the card. So I was like, I didn't use the card.
Yeah, they did that to me before too. Except they were, that the first time it ever happened, I tried to pay with my card. They're talking about it's not working. I'm like, I promise, there's money on that account.
That's what I was saying.
I promise, it's working.
It's
It's working. Like I literally just put it in there to use the card because I have to use it. And then they're loud about it. So I'm like, no punon, it's not working. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna do me like that, bro.
I just wanted some gummy bears, some tea. He was gonna get him a drink.
I feel
That was
it. I feel
That's
it. I feel
what it
it.
was.
That's why I usually just carry around cash. I just take everything out of the account and just use the cash because
Yeah,
card is
Like what Snow said was like this one's was a touch one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's going.
I feel like playing with card in poker that's paying with card is bogus. In Toronto, I think you could get by on that, yeah, because they're used to foreign people being around and all that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Just take out cash and take out like at least like 5.
Yeah.
If I use it, I use it. If not, just have it
It's
on.
there, yeah.
But
Obviously, you're gonna be more. At least for me, I'm more. I want to use it more because it's in front of me. But if it's like on a card,
Yeah.
probably not.
yeah, it all comes down to self discipline.
Facts. I gotta work on that.
That's an ongoing thing for. I won't say for everyone, but for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of it, though. But if you master one thing, there's levels to it.
Facts.
I learned that for sure being out here. I mastered one level of patience. Now I'm coming out here. This is a different type of patience.
Yeah, I didn't even master the first one. I ain't gonna lie.
Real talk though. Yeah.
You got thrown in the deep end of the pool before you learned how to swim in the shallow end.
Exactly.
But do you feel that's how you learn though? Like when you look at the story of your life, do you learn when you're put in a tough situation and you like overcome it?
As much as
I feel like adversity helps you grow. Yeah, going through stuff and then it make you learn. Like it make you sit down and really
Think about
think
it.
about it. Like,
Facts,
yeah,
facts.
I'm really learning about myself.
Facts.
Like I tell you every time, like I knew my patience was bad. Me coming out here, I know it's terrible.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's the beauty to being able to work on it. You know what I'm saying? Like you know you got to work on it, so you're able to work on
it's ugly and beautiful at the same time.
it. Yeah.
I just imagine like you go home in next summer and you're like, something happens. And you're like, oh, it's not a big deal. Like after the last 8 months of what you've dealt with, what you've
For real, I
your
thought about
patience have
that.
been tested, you're like,
I thought
nah,
about
this is somebody cuts you off in traffic, you're like, okay.
Like trust me, I've
Yeah.
been through a lot of work.
Yeah, like I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, honestly.
At this point.
I learned that when I went to Africa, bro. These kids are carrying like you remember those you guys had 7-Up, not 7-Up.
We did have
No, not 7-Up, but what's that orange drink?
Crush.
No, it's like a juice.
Sunny D.
Sunny D, yeah, Sunny D.
Why you said it this hard?
Because that was my favorite drink growing up. So like those Sunny D bottles.
Yeah.
So you got Sunny D bottles, right? You know those big jugs. They carry them on their head and walk to a well, pump it like a kid this tall, pump it, put the water and go back, and that's what they're using for their like cooking and shit. And I'm like, I never had to do that. So watching like how people move in the village and stuff, I was like, damn, I am very, very lucky. And like these are cousins of mine because I'm from Zimbabwe, so I'm watching them. Like he's asking me random questions. Like one time, I wanted to wash my feet, so I just took a bucket of water, washed my feet real quick. I didn't take like a full shower before bed, and then he's like, "Oh, so that's how white people take showers?" I was
Wow.
It's like, so that's how white people taught you to take showers, huh? I was like, he's like, good, I'm gonna do it too now. He's like doing the same thing. I'm like, damn. Simple shit, bro. But yeah, you're right, put in a situation like that, you're very
Yeah.
very humbling.
Nah, it is. It is. Like I tell my people back home, like we are really blessed.
Facts.
Especially as a country, we are very blessed.
Facts. And you see
And we take so much for granted that we don't.
talking about it's not fair, my human rights are being violated, and I'm like,
We take a lot of stuff. We take a lot of stuff for granted.
Right.
We are very blessed.
Yeah.
Anything we ask for, we get like that.
Yeah.
Because being out here, I'm like, it's different. It's just a different experience altogether. I ain't saying like that. It's not like anything on the deep end. Like I'm not saying like this boring thing. I'm just like it's just different. It's just different experience, different lifestyle, different way of living.
Facts.
That's
So,
definitely true.
That's where I'm adjusting to. Or
It's crazy having lived out here for the last 6 years when things in the U.S. have gone all sorts of haywire.
Yeah.
And then like this whole, we were talking about this the other day. The whole, like, how do you say this? The transgenderism becoming more
Yeah.
in the mainstream focus.
Yeah.
Was not even didn't even seem like an afterthought or even a side thought when I was living in the U.S. And then I come here and I just see it from a distance, and I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like things are so different than they used to be.
it's interesting too because I don't know, not to get like too heavy into politics, but when
Why not? The election's coming up.
looking
Might
at
as
it
well.
from such a distance,
I don't go into politics.
yeah,
I don't purposely avoid it, but I don't.
it's not.
It's just
It's meant to divide.
it's all negative. To me, it's all negativity.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around none of that stuff.
Get it.
That's why I just.
Bro, I was walking through the market today and I heard two guys debating on the U.S. election. I was
Really?
like, yes. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
I tell my people. I told my mom, I was like, I don't. I always say,
Anyway, what were you saying about it?
yeah,
No. I was just saying, like, looking at it from a distance, doesn't it look like it's being pushed and forced normalization? Like, you know how like phones and technology is it normalized naturally.
Yeah.
Like it just like flowed in. But like when you look at this from a distance, like you said, it just keeps getting pushed
You're
out
like
of
yell in
nowhere.
your face, accept me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like very weird.
Well-
And when people say, "Oh, it's an agenda," I'm like, I believe it, bro.
I feel like part of that comes from like who benefits from it, right? So from
Yeah.
phones, everyone was benefiting. And so if the three of us have a phone,
yeah.
then you're naturally gonna be like, oh, I see how it's
Yeah.
improving their life. I'll take a phone.
Yeah.
Right? But if that ideology is benefiting one person and the other people like it doesn't really apply to me, right? But then they're trying that to them feels like oppression, feel like they're not being accepted. So then they're like, well, we trying to make it apply to you.
Right.
But that's why it feels like it's, to me, in my mind, that's why it feels so much more forced than something like
Right.
tech, because
Right,
tech
right.
is like, oh, this makes sense.
Right. What's
It
that?
helps them, yeah.
Technology.
Oh, like, I thought it was like a phrase or something. Like, what's tech? I'm like, that gotta be out here. 'Cause I ain't hear that. But tech.
You never heard of Nike Tech?
Yeah, those is played out. In the
Yeah,
area.
for real?
They because
Everybody wears it.
yeah, they've been around. Yeah,
Everybody wear it.
I definitely outgrew that. That was my high school phase.
Yeah. That was like a New York thing, though, right? Mainly.
Yeah. But then after like, high school, freshman year of college, I was like, yeah, it's not really mine. Because I got exposed to so much other
Yeah.
like just wanting to dress.
I feel it. I feel like New York's been like leading the culture a lot. Like, because at least from our brother's generation or the younger generation, a lot of things that I'm seeing like New York people like, okay, like saying dead ass. That's just New York as fuck, but that came from New
Yeah.
York, right? I started saying it because New Yorkers were saying that. Like, it just
Yeah.
caught on.
I'm not to toot our own horn, but we do like
You said trends.
yeah,
Basically.
but we don't realize it. It's not
Yeah.
like we're doing it for that reason. It's just that's just
Yeah.
how we move. It's just
Facts.
but we easy to pick up on stuff. So once we hear someone like, for example, like someone that
Just
just
not,
they try to come on. So, all right, you
It's not it.
killed it, bro. Like appreciate you, good job. we're very aggressive.
I hate that about New Yorkers though.
Yeah, we're very aggressive. Like we'll kill you with kindness, but we're a jerk at the same time. If that makes sense.
It's weird, bro. I just don't understand why everybody just gotta be rude, bro.
It's not. See, it's rude to people outside of Europe.
Yeah,
To us,
like-
that's just how we are. It's just aggressive. So it's like, look, if you can take it, you can take it. Pause. But
Whoa.
that's so crazy. That's why I said pause.
You said it twice.
But nah, it's just like how we are. It's just like respectfully, no one asked you to come here. So
Yeah.
it's either you come here, we move fast, so we pick up the pace, or I ain't gonna lie, we gonna just you got like bro, you gotta get out the way.
I feel
It's just how we are. It's just how we are. It's not like it's a tough love.
Yeah.
It's not like we don't. Our intentions aren't rude, but it's like oh bro, like you gonna all this out, you gonna walk right in front of me, like word, that's fire, bro. Like we walk past, like yo, that's fire, bro. Word, that's keep doing your thing.
Hey,
Nah, but like we're jerks. We're really jerks.
I got it.
So like our sense of humor, like we just violate each other. We just roast each other. It's just
It's bogus, bro.
But you gotta think though, like everywhere in the world, you're gonna go somewhere, you're gonna visit somewhere and it's gonna be different. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
everybody everywhere move different.
Yeah,
talk
each
different,
state,
act
each country,
different.
yeah. They got their own lingo, their own.
Yeah.
It's not even each state. Like you could go upstate and it'd be different than where you are.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's another. That's we talked about that. That's what people that say from the
And I went to school in North Georgia, and people in North Georgia are pretty country, and then very different from some dude from middle of Atlanta. You know,
yeah,
complete opposite.
yeah.
You seen this rap battle guy roasting the shit out of somebody in New York?
Nah. I didn't even know they still do rap battles. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, that
Nah,
culture
they
set.
still do
Yeah,
rap
they
battles,
do?
bro. They be on YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
You know Hitman Holla?
Yeah, I know
He
from
be-
Wild Out
He
though.
be rap battling.
I could never take those serious. I'll be honest.
Nah, some people they be going too far though. I seen one on TikTok. A dude was talking about I think it was his dead sister or something, bro. I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
like you, nah.
I can't be in stuff like that. I can't do no play fighting.
Yeah, that's one
I
thing about
can't-
me
I
too.
can't
I
do
can't
that
play
stuff.
fight. I can't play fight.
Plus, I'm that dude in the crowd that's like, why we gotta do this?
Yeah.
How can we all just
Get along.
I was never the type to play fight, bro.
me either.
Like, people around me, they knew that, so they wouldn't even try to play
Yeah.
fight me because I can't. I get serious. Then that's why I said my patience. I
Mhm.
get serious too quick.
And it take one person to be like, oh
Yeah,
it's like,
or it
okay,
just take you hitting me in my face the wrong way. I don't like
Yeah,
being touched in
yeah.
my face for real. So like,
I don't do play
Yeah.
fight. I don't really violence it. I don't like violence. That's why I just like if I know something was if I know I'm involved, I make sure I make amends with it.
Tell me this not the funniest thing you see, bro. That's New York.
I got one thing to say though. I got one thing to say though, because like he doing too much. He's doing too much. Like,
This is what I'm talking about. I don't get why New Yorkers is rude,
so
bro.
this is what I was gonna say, and I think my parents for this,
Man.
because my parents definitely taught me my sister at a young age. You gotta know how to turn it off and on. That right there, he doing too much. I ain't gonna lie. Whatever he talking to is all the flashing, the money. That what is he doing? Like
Bro,
that's
he said, you fat. He just came up, fat, stink, and you. I'm like, yo,
nah, he doing too
how you
much.
imagine you start your day, you coming out the airport, and the nigga coming up to you, fat, you stink.
nah, for real.
Nah, but we don't come at people unintentionally. It has to be a
She
motive.
low-key did something.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
then,
It has to, we do it out of a motive.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, but we give warning signs first.
Yeah.
But then it's like, if you keep going, then it probably leads to that. But once again, people are gonna be people. So now I just don't like when people try to say like or assume that all New Yorkers are the same. Because we ain't all the same
Yeah.
people.
I get it.
And try to tell even like young kids growing up and stuff because they think stuff like that is cute and all that. But it's you gotta know how to turn it off and on because you go outside of your comfort zone. You don't look dumb.
You don't look weird. Actually.
Yeah, so it's not. You gotta know how to turn it off and on.
Makes
You
sense.
gotta have a. Cause I'm like, you go to any job interview and you talk
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
have no.
home training.
Yeah, they're going like, all right, well, who we're not getting. Thank you for coming. Next.
Especially when
And honestly-
you already being looked at before you even talk.
Yeah, so it's like don't give them a reason to we had a feeling this person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Don't prove it right type.
yeah, so I think my parents for that just know how to turn it off and on. But
That code switch.
yeah, for real. I think that's one thing important. That's one important thing to teach as kids.
Thanks.
So, and looking back, I realized like for me, I realized in school, like elementary school, the stuff I was taught, I'm like, they ain't teaching the right stuff. I
Yeah,
don't
what
feel
you
like
mean?
I'm learning this in general. This is about life.
Like
in school or
Yes.
when you were
No, in school.
in school,
In
in
school.
elementary school.
I definitely feel like they skipped over a lot of stuff.
Yeah. First of all, you asking a 6, 7-year-old, what do you want to be when you grow up?
that's not making sense.
What you think they gonna say? They gonna say all the bro. I seen the video on TikTok.
I think I know what video you're talking about.
That's the girl what she wanted to be. Bro, what did she say, bro?
I want to be pregnant.
Yes, bro.
Oh.
She said I want to be pregnant when I grow up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have
Yeah.
no kind of
Yeah, but and you can't be mad at the kid because a kid's gonna be a kid at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So but it's just like we over here.
You know what's sad is I literally know people that would have said that when they were young and would have been dead ass serious.
It's just crazy, bro. Yeah, I seen another one, dude, a little boy that asked him what he wanted to be, and he said, I want to work in a grocery store.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? And then y'all allow him to say that.
You would promote it.
Yeah, like
But now it's messy too. Not to go back to it, but like we talked about the other day, New York, we have a lot of like drill music.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
now
yeah.
going on to kids. So now you really got these kids that's having these unnecessary beef with one
Yeah,
another,
yeah.
and they're actually like really
They're actually killing each other. Yeah, yeah. And they're
So
not
it's-
valuing the life.
Yeah, it's sad. It's
Yeah.
really sad to see. Obviously, like I ain't gonna say I was not around that group at that age, but like we were just at that time, like we were just, if anyone have any problems, it was just like, all right, fight it out. All right, y'all good. That's it. Like, all right, y'all cool. Now kids is like really looking to hurt each
or
other.
like really beefing, like they catch you on the streets
Yeah.
and shooting something up.
But you ask them what the
Like-
problem is, and it's like, oh, this person right here was talking about my set, or they was talking about my block.
It's not
Bro.
that deep.
I'm sorry, last time I checked, this block ain't have your name on it.
Yeah. It's not giving you anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, bro. And on top of that, it's like, bro, like,
And sometimes I wish they could ask themselves, is it really that deep?
it's not. And over in the music is really like triggering.
Can they even think that far though? Like they're capable as human, but like you know, you say you don't have home training and you don't like you've never been challenged to think about certain things. Can they actually like, or is that's as far as it go for them? Like
They can
my
be
block, your block.
exposed to it. Meaning, however, when they go back home, how are their parents talking to them? How are they?
Yeah.
Because now you got young parents that's now talking to their kids almost any kind of way.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not stepping on nobody's toes, but they talking like how
Yeah.
the kids talk.
Yeah.
But that's all they don't. That's why you gotta, and the kids, and they just reacting off. Kids don't lie. Kids, animals don't lie. They don't know how to lie, so they just pick up on what they're used to seeing or hearing. So, like,
They
you
just
can't be mad. Like you
Yeah.
at the same time, you really can't be mad at them because it's like they go home and
That's what they see. So that's what
that's
they
yeah.
Everybody is a product of their environment. So if they getting that at home, they're gonna portray that outside of
Exactly.
home. So like, and that's why young me, I used to get in trouble in school, and my teachers automatically think like I'm not being, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not being home trained at home, but that was never the case.
Yeah.
I just was bored in school, and I always been bored in school. But like, as I got older, I started to realize, no, you can't do that because you're betraying your family, your parents. Like, you know, your parents don't raise you like that, so don't come out. You get me? Like acting out, basically.
Facts.
So I stopped in middle school because my pops whooped me.
I was that
Yeah.
kid that
I thought you said you stopped because you realized something, but
Nah,
I was
that
that
wasn't the
kid.
real story.
I was that kid that got easily distracted, especially when like people start joking on one another. I couldn't help it.
I would join in.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get what I'm
that's
saying?
what I'm
Like, yeah. But that's kids at the end of the day. But see, that's the problem we had in school.
Yeah.
Now, these days, they in school, they throwing up sets, banging.
They got metal detectors and stuff.
Yeah, like
It's
it's
literally posted there. Like did you have a cop in your high school?
yeah.
It got to it. It happened for like a week or something. We had metal detectors. It was crazy. I wanted to transfer from that school anyway.
If we had a cop in our school, like anytime there was a fight, he was literally slamming the kid. Or he
We had
was
security
like
guards.
even had a taser, he was ready to
I
like
might
use
say
it.
we had security guards, not cops, but like
That's insane.
Our teachers just carried guns on their hips.
Really?
For real?
Not when I was there, but they do now.
Oh,
Damn.
that's crazy.
That's
I mean,
wild.
they do that now though with all these school shootings and stuff.
Yeah.
So I saw something on TikTok. They were
That's
saying that
crazy too.
they starting to train the teachers.
Yeah.
So they know
which
how
is
to
sad.
protect
Well, but
themselves.
like I went to a tiny school in the middle of nowhere. Like dudes were showing up with their shotgun on the rifle rack in their truck. Like nobody's doing anything at our school because most of the students had guns in their cars. Anyways, not most. A handful of students had guns in their
Yeah.
cars and whatnot.
Bro, I don't get it, bro.
What?
I don't get how you just decide I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna just shoot these people like that. Like that's
Because
a heavy
the
decision. bro.
conversation we had the other day, well, even though it was really me just talking,
Yeah.
but people carry so much in them, and like they don't know how to let it out, or they just wait for one person to ask them, "How you doing today?
Yeah,
How you
yeah.
feeling? How you doing mentally?" People don't get that, so then they start to, all right, no one cares about me. I'm not saying they don't react the right way. That's not the way they go about it. But a lot of people in this world have so much hurt somehow, some way, especially males. Because society caters to females' mental health rather than males. So instead of it should go both ways. So like males carry so much, and it could be from a young age, it could be from whatever. So
that makes sense. And by the way, you weren't just talking. I was listening to what you were saying. I hope I didn't get that misconstrued. I was hearing.
I ain't the type to. I was like talking. I feel like I was talking so much. I was like,
no. I was just listening.
Damn,
he's saying some shit right now.
It's real stuff. But I didn't realize that until I went through. Like, it took a heartbreak or two at that. So I'm like, this is crazy. But you don't realize how low it could really get or get anyone. It could get.
The thing that I don't understand about it, which I've talked to all three of you about this, is like, my brain would never, ever switch to, I'm going to take this out on someone else.
No, yeah,
on
absolutely.
Another human being.
I agree.
And I don't think anything could get me to the point of like violence against another human.
Yes. I said this, I know you wasn't there, James, but because we was talking about it, I was like, it takes a strong individual to be hurt and not hurt the next person.
Right.
Because it sounds easy to say, but it's very challenging.
Very hard,
Because you're like, all right, like you say, like, all right, now I'm hurt. Now this person, someone else gonna have to feel my wrath, feel my pain.
And that's just childish.
It's just gonna transpire.
But the funny thing is,
it's not fixing it.
Sometimes just because you don't do it intentionally doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Like sometimes it happens unintentionally. Like, you know that like that's why it is a challenge to hold all of that in and like heal through it and like not actually direct that energy towards somebody else. Like, it's very difficult to do that actually. But I was gonna say something about
you also gotta like embrace it. Like I'm learning the difference between feel the pain, meaning like embrace it, like literally ask yourself in your head, why do I feel this way? Or why do I have these emotions? Why this? Why that? Like ask yourself these questions. And try to it's challenging, but try to understand, okay, like look back, like, okay, let me trace my footsteps and see what happened in this relationship that got me to this point. Why is it her that I just can't like be strong enough to say no? Like, why is it that?
Yeah.
You know, really gotta ask yourself that question. And I still be doing that to myself, like with myself today.
I made a lot of young mistakes, stupid mistakes. I cheated. I said the wrong things. I was outside. I did like a lot of immature decisions that I now realize, like, dang, like that messed that person up too. But they definitely took it out on me. Like they got their revenge back and everything on me too. So it's like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't seek revenge.
Yeah.
I don't seek revenge. That's just not my heart to do it.
Yeah.
It also takes a strong individual to actually learn from their mistakes and like know they was wrong and admit they was wrong and they never do it again.
Yeah.
That's the big part.
Yeah.
Not doing it again.
Right. You know, for me, like when I'm just not in the mood or like if I'm hurt, I like really remove myself.
Yeah.
Like I just, in a sense, probably won't see me, hear from me. I don't know. It like I know my mom says that I just shut down, but like that's just my way of coping with it. I have to understand what I'm feeling because I don't want to go to the next person, and then I know if I'm not in the right mood, I don't want to say something that might trigger you, and then now I just start something. I just need a minute.
Yeah.
But
I feel like there's a difference between shutting down and like retreating inward. You know what I mean? Where like shutting down is like everybody stay away from me. I don't want to do anything, whatever. But like, but what it seems like what you're saying you would do is you self-reflect on it. And when you're in that mode of self-reflecting, it's like, all right, like I need my time with myself to figure this out. And that in my head is different than shutting down. Shutting down is like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to think about anything. I just want to sit here and be.
I do shut down. Honestly, that goes on in my head. Only thing I really want to do is the gym. Be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. That's the only thing I think about.
It's crazy how it helps like a lot though. Yeah. Like when on a bad day going to the gym, you feel like refreshed. Like I'm like superhero.
Like I said, it's either weight room or basketball court. Yeah. That's it. I just want to go to the gym. That's all I want to do.
I don't know if it's the same for you guys. Did you grow up like hearing that men don't cry?
Nah.
I heard it, but I didn't grow up in that
Yeah.
household.
Yeah, I might say I heard it like in the outside world.
It's not healthy though. It's not healthy.
Because I'm from Africa, and in the culture, that's how it works. Like, especially Zimbabwean culture, men are not supposed to cry. So I realize I find it weird when people cry in front of me, and not to say like never cry in front of someone, but it's just I was at church
You
one
know
day.
how to react.
Yeah, I don't know how to react.
Yeah.
Like, I was at church one day, the pastor is preaching, and he's crying, and I'm like, bro, you're a grown man. How are you doing that in front of everybody? Like, at that age, I was still like crying about stuff, but on my own, far away, or if it's like I got a whooping or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But I was confused. I was like, wow, because I'd never seen my OG cry ever.
Yeah.
I only seen my mom cry once.
I only see my pops cry once.
Yeah.
But my pops told me I was taught real men cry.
Yeah.
In fact, I wasn't taught like men don't cry. I was just
Right.
taught real men cry. I was taught real men wear paint because you know it was a thing where men can't
Yeah.
wear paint and stuff. I was taught real men wear paint. Like,
Yeah.
It's crazy. Now that we talk about, only time I see my dad cry was on my grandmother. His mom transitioned, so like I don't like to say passed away. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think. Like,
Interesting.
That's
You gotta
my-
be
that's-
careful with using the word transition
I
in
know.
2024.
Yeah.
though.
I was
But
confused
I
with that.
I have no problem with
Yeah.
explaining this. That's why
Okay.
I just say that's just my belief though.
No, it's a true thing because during my grandmother's wedding, when we went to Zimbabwe, my grandmother died. Like my mom's grandmother, so my great grandmother died, right?
Yeah.
When we went there, people they cried and everything, like they went in the thing, and that's the only time I actually saw my mom cry. They cried in the hut and everything. And when we came outside, they were like playing music, like with the drums and everything. Like you could hear the drums from the bottom of the mountain, like they were that loud.
Yeah.
And they were basically saying it's a celebration of life. Like it's not, we're not here to like be sad that they're gone. It's to be happy that they lived like this, and they what do you call it, like oh man, they're gone now. It's like, but they, I know they're not in a better place now.
Yeah, I read in the book actually. Like physically they're not here with you, but no, they still here.
Yeah. My dad told me,
It's a blessing. They, like you said, I'm sorry, but
No.
he's like they.
I said that in African culture, the way like spirituality culturally is like you in order to talk to God, you have to talk to your ancestors. So you speak with your ancestors who've already passed on, or my bad, transition, and then they are the ones who talk to God, and then they come back to you. Like that's how it works. Like they're literally just
They're the mediator.
they're the mediator.
Interesting.
So that's how it works in Africa, at least in Zimbabwean culture.
Is
Yeah,
that
they're
how
not
your
gone.
is that how your parents think of it or no?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're Christians.
Yeah, I didn't think so. That's why.
I read in the book, and then as I'm reading it, I read that specific part like 4 times. And I'm like it just started to some just clicked with me, and I feel like I really believe this. I feel like God be talking to us through people or through
100%.
books, movies, shows, whatever the case may be. Because you may hear something or see something, and it's like, well, I feel like I needed to hear that.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what I believe.
100%.
So I read it, and then I remember I called my dad. And I was like, "Grandma ain't passed away.
Yeah.
My great grandma ain't passed away."
Yeah.
And then he was saying, he's like, he gave me that look, like, so you know something. But that's when I really started to become more into spiritual.
Yeah.
And since then, I really realized like spiritual warfare is real.
He's very real,
It's
bro.
real.
I realized it when I came back from the city, because I left, like I already told you some of the things, like it was a bad lifestyle and I left and I had to get away.
Yeah.
I remember I started praying again, and one of the things I was praying heavily for was like, I don't want to get distracted. Bro, the next week, somebody hit me up saying, yo, perfect job for you, come back. Yo, I want to start this with you, come back. Yo, let's do this, come back. Yo, when are you coming back? Everything for the next month or two was trying to come back. And I was like, whoa.
You know what's funny you said that?
Yeah.
I still be praying for it, but I pray like we continue to be blessed with the strength to overcome like our flesh, like temptations.
Yeah.
First time I remember, that's how I really started to realize spiritual warfare was when all these like lustful type of traits started to make its way back. Like I started to see like just females that were really, I ain't gonna lie, it looked good, yes. And it was just like the way they talk, it was just certain stuff I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like this is I pray for the strength. Now it's being tested.
Yeah.
It was one of them moments. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like,
You can't just like hope to get strong.
No.
I'm going to
I
the
knew it was
gym.
a,
So it's like
a test.
no.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's like it makes sense because it's like this is the daily workout.
Yeah,
to get that strength,
I just
know?
didn't. It caught me off guard with how soon it happened.
Yeah, it's that
I was
realization
like,
that it's
oh,
really there.
this
Yeah.
is
It's
and
right
it-
in
but-
front of you.
And it wasn't just one day. It was weeks.
Yeah.
I was like, this is just tough.
Did you know
This
that
is
verse
tough.
that talks about those who have the eyes to see will see it?
Yeah,
It's like a flip that one day you see, you're like, whoa. So that's what this is. That's
For
what this all
real.
is. Yeah.
and honestly, like I said this to my parents, but I love hanging around like people that's older than me because I learned from so much. So
Yeah.
when I have like conversations with them, especially like, older men, like I'm like telling them, I'm like, yeah, I'll be honest, I keep it real. I'm like, one of my biggest challenges, or I really realize is, yo, lust for a man, it's definitely tough.
Yeah.
It like, and they always get that look like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so there's no age limit to it. It's just,
Yep.
So
One guy that I know, he was saying it's something I always disagreed with. He would be like, "Oh, like why are you going back to this Bible thing? Blah blah blah." And I'm like, because one argument he would have against it, because he had not to put his business out there, but he had an issue with like lust and everything like that, just like all men. But except instead of denying that, he was feeding into it, saying, "God would not give us this if we weren't supposed to be like this." And I'm like, I disagree with it, bro. I think it's there so that we overcome it and then become
Yeah.
better. But he was always saying like, "Oh, it's like this, is like this, is like this,
It's-
is like this."
it's not to say to never do it again, but it's
Yeah.
just like be
More
more
mentally strong,
like
yeah.
be more mindful
Yeah,
of
yeah.
how you like, I guess, not expressing it, but I can't think of the term. But
Experience it,
yeah,
or
I
when
guess,
when it comes to you, or
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are you doing it? It's basically like do it out of love, don't do it out of just for the pleasure.
Y'all know we were supposed to live forever.
Hmm?
We were supposed to live forever. Y'all know that.
yeah.
I believe I want to say I heard something like that before.
No,
We were supposed to live forever, but Adam messed that up.
Oh
Because
yeah.
Instead of listening to God from
Yeah.
eating from the tree,
Yeah.
he listened to a woman. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's
I heard
why
that, yeah.
women is our weakness.
yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense too.
It's
Because okay, now this is a whole thing I thought of, right? Okay, there is
That was a good culture.
a
that's why they got weakness in their life.
there's a verse that says, "For I'm a jealous God. You shouldn't have any other gods before me." Right?
Mhm.
So I started thinking, I was like, bro, okay, God is jealous. He's literally claiming, saying, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Interesting. Okay. So, you know that story when it says, okay, Satan was removed from heaven and everything like that because pride was found inside of him. He wanted to be like God, so he was cast away. Okay.
Mhm.
So God is jealous of somebody wanting to be like him or take his place. So he removed him out of the equation, right? Jealousy. Okay. So then God creates the earth, he creates Adam, and then they're in this position right here, right? And then God gives Adam the task of being above everything in creation, right? So the animals and everything. And Adam has the literal right to say, you're named this, you're named that, you do this, you do that. Get my point? Like that's what he's tasked to do. And then, but you notice how all the animals had a pair, like they had something to mate with, they had something to reproduce. Adam had nothing. So I started to think maybe Adam was jealous of these animals. He could see the companionship that animals had and the relationship that all nature had within itself, but he didn't have that. So then what does he do? He asks God, I don't have a companion. No. Actually, God said it's not good for man to be alone, because maybe you could see that right from a distance. It's not good for man to be alone. So Eve was created, right?
Mhm.
But think about this as a man. If you had a connection to God, it's like Adam, like God, like knew everything and could tell you anything you wanted to know.
Mhm.
Obviously, that would be like your best friend. You would spend more time talking to that person than you would to the woman. So then when you see Eve's moves, like first Adam is jealous of the animals and he has Eve. But now Eve is jealous because of the relationship, because God and Adam have that connection that she can't even fill in for.
Yeah.
So what does she do? Satan comes in because he's jealous of everything, right? He's the initial one that was removed. Says, hey, eat this apple, blah, 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 blah. And then she trying to give Adam something that God told, like trying to say, like, look, I can give you this. He can't give you, like, get my point.
Yeah.
So like my idea is like, wow, like the entire creation story, jealousy is like one of the base levels in it. Like jealousy is like such a heavy thing that is involved in it. And it's just a thought that I had. I was like, wow, it's interesting. Like you can look at all the pieces where this jealousy caused this jealousy caused this jealousy caused this jealousy caused this.
Facts.
And that's the way we live in right now today.
I realized too. I heard this before, but like when you walk into a room, like into a room, and aura, like your aura speaks for itself. It is very true when you really, like, in a sense, work on it. What it be like, which I tried. I don't know if y'all did, but like fasting. The most I did was 40 hours. And it was a challenge. But the way you feel is like, I felt amazing.
I do a lot of
I felt
unintentional
amazing.
fasting.
Yeah, I felt amazing. I just did tea and water.
Mm.
It was
Like
definitely it was day one was good. Then when I got up for the second day, I was like, yo, I didn't feel lightheaded. I didn't feel weak. I just felt like mad mellow. I was just like, yo, but I was like, I was hungry though.
yeah.
But I was praying as always, but I was definitely praying. I was like, God, get me through it this other day. Because I started late. I started at 10 o'clock p.m. So I had to wait till 10 o'clock p.m. just to eat. Yeah.
I heard it's like we don't even need to eat every day, but
I heard something like that before
we
too.
don't even need to eat every day.
I heard something like that before too. One thing I got it from I was on YouTube. I kept hearing about it, but we take so much just on this earth for granted that like God bless us with candies and just stuff that we need to survive that we really take it for granted, like fruit.
Yeah.
Like instead of that, we would go and get. I'm not saying to never happen again, but you know, you may want a sweet tooth and get. That's besides the point. But like we have natural fruit, candy, which is fruit. Fruit is Earth's candy.
Right.
And I like called on. I was like, oh, that's very true. Instead, we go to like sweets, like man-made sweets.
Thanks. Artificial.
Like ice cream or like all these other stuff. So I remember I had a moment. I was eating ice cream. I was like, nah, this don't feel right.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about like I wasn't even thinking about the taste. I'm like, I remember I had edibles. I was really in my thoughts. So I was really thinking about it.
That don't really make you.
It do though. It do.
Think, bro.
It do.
It do make you think.
So I was in my room and I remember I thought about that. And I was like, I looked at the ice cream. I was like, nah, I don't even want this anymore. Like, what am I doing?
Yep.
Ever since then, mind you, it's been like 2 years now. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't really had no sweets since. If I do sweets, it'll be like if I go candy, it'll be like just M&Ms or maybe some gummy bears. But other than that, I ain't gonna lie, I just like fruit is my sweet tooth. That's why I told you before. Like when I first got like fruit is like my love language.
Makes sense.
I love fruit anyway growing up, but like ever since that, it's really like if I got a sweet tooth, I ain't gonna lie. If I had to pick, if I was in the room to eat fruit or candy, I'm definitely going to get some fruit. So
you know, I used to drink Bravo all the time.
Yeah, I remember.
This is exactly why I stopped, because I drank it one day and I'm like, bro, I'm drinking something that is like just like if I smoke a cigarette, it's killing me. Like it's not bringing anything positive to my body. It's a chemical, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing as drinking these processed drinks and foods. Like it's a chemical. It's not supposed to be there, bro.
It's man-made. Exactly. Like, nah, that's what do. How many factories did this go through?
Exactly. And what chemical is that thing? Like
that's what I'm saying.
Sometimes it's the same chemicals that make this, like plastic.
Exactly.
So it's like
you think about fruit, like you just probably pick it up off a tree or something. Or, you know, that's something like nah. I was like, nah, that it hit me hard, but it wasn't a big adjustment because I already grew up like eating the right way anyway.
It's like, you know, a revelation.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
But I really.
I'm forced to eat vegetables.
You said what?
Vegetables.
You don't like it?
No, it's forced like growing up.
Okay.
So, like,
yeah.
Now I'm sick of them.
Especially those tomatoes.
Yeah, I hate tomatoes.
My parents made sure I ate my vegetables, and now I like vegetables.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm sick of them. I'm gonna eat them if they're on the plate.
Yeah,
but like I'm not eating them for fun.
That's how I feel about
I'm not
rice.
just going and vegetables and eating them,
bro.
Or like fruit. I grew up eating bananas a lot.
Day.
Now I barely touch them. But it's like you can overeat. You can overeat with anything, like with sweets, fruits, vegetables. You can overeat anything.
That's how I feel about asparagus.
Y'all ever have those Nature Valley bars, the granola bars,
that cause all the crumbs for no reason?
Yeah,
I hate those.
Those and banana chips were the two snacks that we had in our house all the time. So if we were hungry, not at a mealtime, my mom was like, "We got granola bars and banana chips." I won't touch either of them anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
occasionally,
You can
the Nature Valley bars are like
They're boring,
They're
though.
all right, but then like I take a bite and I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm done.
I don't know if you ever experienced this, but because now you made me think about, but Nature Valley bars, it always be that one person. Can I get some? I'm like, bro, you see this in my hand. Once I break it, you know what's gonna happen, bro. Like, and you're gonna find some like, bro, just stick with what you have, or just wait till later. I don't want to be that guy, but
I don't want to be.
I don't want the
guy,
mess right now.
Like,
And Nature Valley bars, I overate those too, and they got boring. Like now when I see them, I'll eat them, but they're boring. It's no excitement to it. I just see them.
I
like,
saw them the other day in Toronto. I saw them for sale in some store, and I was like, oh, like I kind of want to buy one just for old time's sake. But then I was
Yeah,
like,
but
I don't actually want to eat it.
That's what I'm saying. So
Like I want the nostalgia of eating it, but I don't
Yeah.
actually want to eat it, so I'm not going to.
yeah.
I got a question though. You eat a lot of Snickers though. Do the Snickers here taste different than in America?
I never buy
Yes,
Snickers.
They
in
do,
America.
right?
yes, you want
I
to
could
know
vouch for that
why?
too. I'll wait till you then.
Yeah, but you want to know why? Like, I never touched Snickers back at home.
Because you didn't
But-
like them more.
I just never touched them. My favorite snack is like a honey bun. So if I go
Yeah,
to the store, I'm
yeah,
getting
yeah,
honey bun.
yeah.
But they don't have that here.
Yeah.
So I saw a Snicker and I'm like, oh, that's familiar.
Yeah.
Like, I know that was back in
Yeah.
the States.
Yeah.
So I started eating them. Now I'm hooked on them. But I never used to eat them when I was back home. Which
But I
is
bet as
confusing.
soon as you go back, you try one, you'd be like, nah, I don't like this.
Yeah.
I think part
I
of
could
it is
vouch for that,
how
though.
the options.
Yeah.
Like when I see a whole wall of candy bars, I'm not
Yeah.
going for Snickers.
Yeah.
I'm going for like 100 grand or like the Reese's Take Fives with the pretzels in them too,
yeah.
like that kind of stuff. But then here it's like, oh, I recognize Snickers.
I don't even eat candy. What other candy have you seen me eat?
That's a fact.
Bro,
I don't eat candy, bro. Like, my snack is a honey bun or a fudge round. I don't know if you ever had those. They go crazy.
Had
fudge
both
round,
of them,
yeah.
yeah.
Fudge round, ho-hos,
Fudge
ding dongs, all
rounds.
those.
Mind you, I gotta stop talking about these snacks though, because I can't get them. That's
You
aggravating.
actually might be able to. Boronesha might have
Yeah,
those.
I'll try to find. I don't think they'll have fudge rounds.
I could vouch for what he said though.
Yeah.
It's different though, like McDonald's, but the McDonald's in France different to the
Right?
McDonald's in America.
So the fries are probably weak on.
It's not even weak. First of all, I ain't gonna lie. It tastes better. It
Well,
tastes.
I don't
I'm
know.
talking about in France. Just from my experience,
Okay.
it tasted. First thing that really come to my mind, I'm like, this don't even taste like fast food. It feels like they really
Yeah.
Take
they
that
put
prepared
it-
this food. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about, it was like naturally grown.
Yeah.
And the way it was served, I'm like, oh nah. What are we be? So that's what really like opened my mind. I was like,
Yeah.
what are we being fed back in the States?
Facts.
I love where I'm from. Forever will be grateful, but certain things
Just not right.
that's ran, I'm like, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
So, and that's not. It's not about the fast food. It's just about what we're being served on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Supermarkets,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
restaurants. I'm like, nah, because if a fast food chain over here in Europe tastes like I'm eating almost 5-star then, and back home,
Yeah.
what are we eating? What are we
Yeah.
being fed? What is going in this food? Because,
Yeah.
and then on top of that, I felt different. I felt like eating at McDonald's. I feel like I had, and I don't even drink coffee, but I feel like I had coffee. Like I had energy
Yeah.
compared to you eat something back
You don't
home.
feel
and
sluggish.
you feel
Yeah.
sluggish, drowsy, and
You
like,
want to just go to sleep or take a nap.
yes, I'm like,
Hypes,
oh,
yeah.
nah, yeah, exactly. I'm like, nah. So that's really another thing too. When I got back home ever since, I was like, yeah.
Like I was telling you, I don't drink sodas. I
Yeah.
don't drink sodas.
So you
I come down here and I'm hooked on the Fanta. I don't even drink sodas.
I did try one, and I ain't glad it
As far as yeah.
it tasted.
I asked y'all that the first day. I was like, "Y'all drink soda?" You're like, "Nah." So I was like, "All right, I won't get my Fanta." And then like 2 days later, you post on Instagram, "There's a Fanta." I'm like, "Come on, bro!" Like,
and then we tried that exotic one.
Exotic.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Exotic
saying.
was
I
the
was
best
like,
that did it though. 'Cause
amazing.
I was already on orange, and then I tried
No,
the
it's a green
exotic.
one. It was a green one, the green bottle.
That's what I'm saying. I was already on the orange one,
That's
and then that's when
The
I
green-
got on the green bottle.
yeah.
Oh,
They did the
now
orange
I'm
one
hooked.
first.
Yeah, now I'm hooked on green.
because you told me to try it. So I was like, I don't drink soda, but he was like, Mom, try it. Tried it. I was like,
But it tastes
nah,
different.
nah.
like, and I really don't drink. Like I can call my people and they tell I don't drink sodas.
You know what got me in trouble? Those fruit drinks. Smell like
juice?
the pineapple and the
Coconut.
yeah
Yeah,
Coconut got me in a
the
chokehold.
juice that she put us on. That got me in the chokehold.
That coconut.
Well,
got me.
it's good juice. You look at the ingredients, and it's like 100% pineapple juice from concentrate
Yeah,
and nothing else. Maybe some water or something like that. You know?
I'm drinking it like it's candy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Every day I
drinking
see
like
you,
it's
you have a
candy.
different bottle.
But I ain't gonna, I'm hooked on it.
I know where y'all salary went this month. Buying
Yeah,
juice.
I ain't gonna lie.
Drinking it like it's candy.
For real. Honestly,
Can't even drink candy. That's what got
I
me.
know, but
That was funny. That was a
because
good
you
one,
know how you eat candy, you just
though.
you're not even hungry. You just like the taste. That's how I'm drinking it. I'm not even
And then
thirsty.
you
I
suck
just
the
like the
flavor
taste.
out. Pause.
I was gonna catch on to it too,
I just stopped.
It's like the flavor of the pumps.
but nah, yeah, I don't even be thirsty. I
I had to
just
say it quick.
He didn't even know where to catch that.
nah. Those things got me in the chokehold. I'm like, and then we tried the pita. I was like, oh yeah, nah.
That's different though. I haven't seen that like in America. You have to go to like a very hole in the ground spot to get that type of stuff, or a food
Yeah,
truck.
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've not ever been in like street food, big city type areas. So I don't know.
I do want to try the KFC in Toronto though.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I used to eat it all the time, but then I really just put out on the news like maybe a month and a half ago. They got caught with salmonella in their stuff,
Oh nah,
and they still put it into production.
nah.
Yeah, so
We don't do that.
after
Never
that,
mind.
yeah. But there's this one place called Goodfellas at Tag. Have you tried Goodfellas yet?
No.
Yeah, if you try Goodfellas at Tag,
Good fellas.
Goodfellas,
Like a pizza place in the U.S.
Oh,
it's fire. It's a good KFC replacement, and also actually, there's one I had the other day.
I never heard that.
I gotta pee. I'll wait till you show me though.
I know we just talked about like sweets and stuff, but I'm probably gonna give me some Haribo.
You've been talking about that for like an hour.
I got a sweet tooth.
You actually been talking about that for a couple of days. You would
have.
go to the store. And
That's how
look at
you
it,
know.
and
That's
be
how
like,
you know when it's time to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just the spur of the moment, and then you don't. You're like, all right, I'm good. Or you get something else. You get food or some water or something. You're like, no, I'm good. But when you've been thinking about it for a couple of days, then you're like, all right, now
Yeah.
maybe
To-
it's time.
I don't know why, but to piggyback off what you said, I don't know why it helps, but sometimes I just gotta call my mom. And like my mom will be like, just get it. Like you don't eat it. She's like, you don't eat it often anyway. Just get it. And I'm like, yeah, that's mine.
Bro, all of these.
But yeah, I think it's that's not it.
all of these.
Bro, this is the wrong time to be showing us different food places.
Everybody go to
We
practice.
got practice.
That's why I want to get gummy. I need a little.
You need a
I got a
little-
little.
One time Alex came to practice. He's like, I just ate a bag of gummy bears today. That's all. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't do
to
that.
be 16 again.
I can't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you,
can't do
like
that.
you
Yeah, I can't do that.
like
only eat candy.
Yeah.
Like the whole day.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh no. Well, he only had that.
Only ate
Yeah, I
a
can't
bag
do
of gummy bears. That's all he ate the whole day.
I mean, like for the whole day.
that's all he ate.
Oh no.
It was
I
summer,
meant,
so
like,
he was like slept in and went and had a coffee and then
oh, nice.
was like, oh, I should get food, and so he just goes to Euromarket and buys gummy bears.
Nice.
Like when I was younger, I could go to practice with an empty stomach. Now I can't do that.
I'd be forcing
Nah,
myself
I
to
can
do
never.
that now.
I'll be hungry.
Like
I'd be forcing myself to do that now because I'm if I don't eat at like 4:00, I'm not gonna eat before practice because I don't want to feel heavy when I'm practicing.
like even
I don't want to feel like not to cut you. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I don't want to feel like I gotta go to bed. That's my biggest
yeah,
fear.
like even like in middle school, you got lunch and stuff like that, but it ain't really a lunch for real.
Yeah.
So like you eat it, but you only eat the good parts of the lunch.
Yeah.
So like
You know,
I would
just
eat
the
it.
greens.
like you know the sherbet ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys have Italian dunkers? You know, it was like those cheese filled breadsticks. They used to only that was like a main course, just 2 of those and some marinara.
Oh
sauce.
yes.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I didn't know the name, but yes.
Yeah.
But looking back, just 2 of those is crazy.
That's what
crazy,
I'm saying.
right?
But
like, what
it's
are we doing? I mean, I know we kids, but like,
It's not enough.
Like I
Come
literally
on.
take the best parts off the lunch and just eat it. Like the sherbet ice cream. If that's the only good part of the lunch, I'm just taking the ice cream and eating the ice cream.
yeah.
And then I'll go to practice off of this, just that.
How y'all eat cupcakes? Like y'all eat the frosting and the cake, or y'all just eat?
I usually just scrape off about 75% of the frosting because I don't want that much.
I do the whole frosting. I don't want that's
Like,
too
I-
much sugar.
It depends on
I eat all
how
the
dry the cupcake is. If the
Oh,
cupcake's
yeah.
dry, I need some of the frosting.
Well,
But a lot of frosting here is, and a lot of places, is just like straight up sugar. So if there's no flavor in it, if there's not like a chocolate flavor in the frosting, then I'm like,
I just eat the cake part. That's my favorite part.
nah, I licked all the frosting off first. I lick all of it off first,
It's too much sugar.
and then I eat
bread.
the
What else do you
bread.
call it?
Right?
Cake.
So here's my
It's
question.
Because what's cake?
It's
So
What's cake?
Think about
What's
it.
cake?
A pancake.
It's not bread.
Bread is cake that doesn't have sugar.
So what is cornbread? Because cake is built. The cake
That
is
is
made
true.
the same way as cornbread. If we're being real,
It's made the same.
These are
way as
breads.
cornbread. It depends on the cornbread, though.
You like Jiffy?
My mom used to
Yeah,
be
I
making
like Jiffy.
cornbread without
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
sugar or anything.
Scary.
everything, getting everything made. I'm making a list before I even land.
You should be making a list already right now.
Oh no, don't worry about it. Because if I make a list, I'm gonna be looking at it.
Keep eyeing it. Yeah, we're
I'm gonna be looking at everything.
yeah.
Like,
I already got that list in my head though. So
yeah, don't worry. Everything is in. It's here. Just gotta write it down on my flight.
Chipotle, man. That was the last thing I had.
No,
I did not. I realized that was the last thing I was gonna
Snell's
eat.
about to get Popeyes his first meal back.
bro,
Bro,
that pissed me off because I didn't really realize that was my last U.S. meal, and I chose Popeyes. Out of everything, I chose Popeyes.
I mean, what else would you have chosen?
That is true. 'Cause I was at the airport, and the first thing I saw was Popeyes, and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna keep walking further down. And
Yeah.
having to walk back. So I'm like,
Which
a
airport?
time
were-
like this.
Which
yeah,
airport were you
bro.
in? Which airport were you in?
Philly.
Also, I never had Chipotle before.
You missing out. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't ever have Chipotle,
Dang.
Arby's.
Too bad David Dobrik got canceled.
What?
We could get him to come give you a free year supply of Chipotle.
That'd be
You never had
awesome.
Chipotle?
He did that to a bunch of
Never.
people.
Never had Chipotle. Never had
Nah, you missing out, bro.
What about Moe's?
Moe's. Yeah, I had Moe's.
Oh,
but they,
okay, okay.
they closed it down in Carbondale, so we didn't have that much.
That's the closest thing you get to Chipotle.
Facts.
We used to have it in our high school, but they took out the year I got to high school. We had all these restaurants, and they took them away because the health codes changed and you couldn't serve certain things in high school. And yeah,
Even though it's being served out in public,
Imagine.
makes sense.
It's like here they put a rule you're not allowed to serve sugary stuff in the school, and so then they just like there's a kiosk across the street from the
Yeah.
school that sells all the Coke.
That-
yeah.
Like-
We had a Dollar General right there after school every day. I was there, Powerade and a big bag of snacks. Going back to the library, we're eating.
Y'all ever had Firehouse subs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all, you said no.
Yeah.
I've never
Well, I ain't gonna.
You ever
That
had
was,
Jersey Mike's?
Yeah, yo, Jersey Mike's is better.
That I was about to ask that. What are y'all taking, Jersey Mike's?
Jersey Mike's.
or Firehouse?
Jersey Mike's.
What's
Jersey
the difference between that and Jimmy John's?
Okay, see, you have to go that far because Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's.
But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Let me just say this.
That's a hard.
I love
decision.
Jersey Moms. Jersey Moms.
Yep, I'll go to the
I
bathroom.
love Jersey. Hold on, let me finish my statement.
Jersey Moms is crazy, bro.
I love Jersey. Dang. Dang. I love Jimmy John's. I love Jimmy John's. It's number 2, but I gotta go with Jersey Mike's though.
But I never had any of these. I only know Jimmy John's, so like I don't know the comparison. Like if Jimmy John's is here, is Jersey Mike's here, or here,
It
or
depends on the
where?
person.
You're gonna hate me.
Why you say Jimmy John's?
He's gonna say Subway.
Firehouse
You
is
would-
number one. Not gonna
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that.
Firehouse
I'm not
number
mad
one.
at that.
only because I feel like you get more food out of them.
Understandable. I'm not mad at that. I'm
But
not mad at that.
Jersey Mike's do got that big giant sub though.
They do.
But
How you eat that stuff? Like you cut it or you just?
bro, they cut it in half.
Oh,
Now you
I just
got
want- I
half
just want- I just want to
I don't-
know.
I don't cut it up too much.
No, I know, but
You need the
see,
whole-
look, James got a dirty body.
Eat the whole thing.
See?
Yeah, I'm gonna exit.
Because some people eat. It's like eating a foot long, but some people don't cut it. They just start from the front.
Bro, who doesn't? Subway
Some
cuts the foot long.
Nah, some Subways really don't cut it.
And people start from the front all the way and end up to
It'd
the
be like
back.
some of the pizza places here that don't cut the pizzas.
Yes.
That's why. What's that one? Not Red Robin. The one with the burgers.
Red Robin.
No. It's not. Is it Red Robin? No, there's another one.
Red Robin would do burgers and then unlimited fries.
I could have been Red Robin.
You're talking about
It's not
Five Guys?
It's not Five Guys. Maybe it is Red Robin, but I don't think it is Red
you're
Robin.
talking about like Chili's or something.
Nah, maybe it was Red Robin. Maybe.
You having trouble with the door.
Yeah.
Just push it. Yeah, that's what they happen to be.
All you gotta do is you close it and then push it right where the latch is, and then it clicks.
I was trying that and it just I figured it out, but
But like
it's
I walked in there after you and I closed it and I just like pushed my hip against the handle a little bit and it just latched.
see that's something like
You just gotta have the touch.
Touch.
Bro, all of our conversations end up with like you weren't here the other day and the three of us just sat here just throwing out random restaurants. And we're like, oh yeah,
I
this is
saw
so
it.
good, bro.
Yeah. Because bro, you don't got that here, man. You can only
I
they're bringing stuff like they're bringing they brought KFC, they brought Pizza Hut.
never had kids.
They brought Burger King. There's another one that they're bringing too. I just saw it in Tech the other day.
Ooh,
I can't remember what it
this
was.
is so off topic, but I think the first thing now I'm talking about, because I'm talking about I was there at least.
But did you get a haircut?
No, how I look like it?
Yeah, it looked like you got lined up.
Appreciate it. Does it look good?
I mean, just chill. I mean, if you
Nah,
did
yeah.
yourself, it's
Yeah,
chill.
I
but
did myself.
oh, okay.
Well, I'm trust me, I would never think I would do this, but
No, but I was gonna ask you if you did that in one of these shops. I was gonna ask you who did it.
oh nah, I would have told you, but
Yeah.
nah. I came out here already like,
Yeah, I feel it.
but back home I used to like just mess around when I was younger.
Yeah. But my brother used to come out here. Like
Yeah.
he was I could put it on everything I love, the best barber for
I
black
believe it.
people in the country.
I believe it.
But I only had access to him, so
Yeah.
I was always having fire cuts. But
Nah, I for the clippers I got, I just do the best I can. With the shape, I just do shape up, sometimes trim it, but I just do the bare minimum, so it just looks
it's just
presentable.
presentable, yeah. Because I'm worried, bro. I always got a fro, so I can't.
Yeah,
I don't know how to fade it. I don't know how to taper it. I don't know how to.
and me either. And I ain't going to test it out now.
Yeah.
It's not with a straight zero.
I've been thinking while I was peeing. That sounds wrong, but y'all got ramen noodles here?
Yeah.
Y'all do got ramen noodles?
Yeah, you're gonna see it.
Did you not see them in my? Like I literally have.
I was wondering if those were noodles.
Yeah.
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 They got those-
It was 100 like for 3 packs.
They even have the the ones that you
Boxes of things.
the instant ones you pour in the cup.
Mhm.
That's what I've been eating actually a couple days.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, when I get back, I think the first thing I'm gonna have to have is IHOP, because IHOP had me.
Oh, I know the first thing I'm having. Waffle House. I've been talking about that since I got
Yeah.
there.
I never had Waffle House.
That's
either.
so funny. Of all the places,
Now
Where you have to
IHOP
go.
pancakes,
IHOP and Waffle House.
their pancakes is. Well, I wish we had Waffle House in New York.
I go to Waffle House just to not get a waffle because I don't eat waffles or pancakes.
What do you get at Waffle House?
The great.
Those
Only grits.
cheese grits. I get
Never had grits
I
either.
get eggs, scrambled eggs with extra cheese.
I always heard about
Makes my
grits,
mouth
but I
water.
never understood it.
And you know what's crazy? Back there, like when they be cooking it, they don't even care. They just be doing their thing. But those be the best places where it's like,
They don't really pay attention. They're just kind of throwing stuff around.
yeah, bro. But those be the best places. That
Facts. And
come
then you
with
just
the best.
watching them do what they do. And then it's like you walk in and you smell everything. It's just like,
Yeah.
like Waffle House
Yeah.
smells so good, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to hit IHOP though.
And the cooks be like
IHOP, I'm gonna have to.
fresh out.
Yeah, literally.
Fresh out. But they be back there cooking
Yeah,
that
bro.
joint.
How long you been in the pen?
They ain't trying to lose their job.
Yeah, because they be really cooking for real. I'm like, when did you learn?
But they be doing their thing though. Whether they know how to cook or
Yeah.
not, I don't know. I guess the directions be directions. But
They have
I still think some of the best burgers is Five Guys.
yes,
The way they did it back in the day, bro, they would stack everything
It's
and
the
then
same
they fill the bag with fries,
it's
bro.
the same thing.
Same
It
thing.
ain't changed.
Bro, every
Whoa.
time I've gone to Five Guys, they put the fries in the cup and they dump the cup.
No,
in the bag,
they
and that's it.
threw fries in my joint.
They do.
bro.
That's what when they ask what size fry, it don't matter. Just give me a
But-
medium because the medium is large.
But that's what I'm saying. Like every time I've gone, it's been like a very normal amount of fries, like any other
Yeah.
fast food place.
Now,
And everybody be talking about like, oh, they just load the bag with fries. I've never had that experience
No,
at Five Guys.
I was shocked, bro.
if you ask extra, like if you say, "Can I get extra more fries?" Yeah, they literally will load.
Yeah.
Now,
Maybe not anymore. Not after.
oh no, they still do. Well, depending on the price
Where?
you go. Five Guys.
Yeah, no.
Question is though.
Yeah. No.
Question is
Cause-
though, who got the best fries?
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like,
like, that's
if you
not-
don't say McDonald's, you're just hating.
Yeah.
Burger King.
Yeah. All right, now
But Burger King,
Burger King
dude,
fries
they're
do hit,
slept
though.
on. Burger King fries, especially when they're
Actually,
fresh.
Burger King fries aren't too bad. I didn't like Wendy's
Yes.
fries.
Actually,
Wendy's?
Burger King-
you know what I didn't like? I
Burger
didn't like
King-
Hardee's fries because they had these stupid ass curly fries.
Yeah.
I hated those, bro. I was
Bro,
like,
I'm-
You like
Okay,
Arby's
okay.
either?
What?
no. Was it
Curly fries
Hardee's?
is
Was
good.
it Arby's or Hardee's?
Arby's only had the curly fries.
Yeah,
Then
Arby's
then
had
it's
a curly
Arby's, and
fry.
then Hardee's had those circle joints. You know the
They don't
They
got them
had-
no more.
They
They
don't got
got
parties.
they got the
Yeah.
they fries is very, very thin.
Yeah, I don't like that. Steak and Shake also have fire fries
Yeah.
because I like
Oh, no, I'm
the
thinking
thin
Steak and
ones.
Shack.
The Shake
Shake
Shack.
Shake Shack, yeah.
Never had it.
Steak and Shake.
I don't think I've ever had Steak and Shake.
Me
The
either.
black and white one.
The black and white
What's
one.
Steak and Shake is black and white.
I know what these black
No,
ones
I've never
are.
had it.
Oh,
I know what it is.
yeah.
I don't think I've had Shake Shack either.
I never had Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
Yeah.
Y'all got Cookout?
Oh my god, I drug cookout. That's my late night meal. Like when
Of
I know
course.
I'm mad hungry, or when I know I'm up
Cookout
there.
started in North Carolina, and then they like are slowly expanding.
No,
But it's
I-
like
I never heard of it.
Like some of these places, man.
You never had cookout. You never.
We don't have it in New York or
Not even where you went to
Wow.
school.
When I was in college, you'd go and you get two sides, a main, and a drink for $4.50 or something like
Now
that.
I went up to like you get that for like $6 though. But
still
cookout is very
cheap.
yeah,
But like,
cookout very
but like
cheap
the
though.
sides could be.
You can order vapes on Baboon now.
Oh yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
That's ridiculous.
The sides could be like fries. One of them was a corn dog. It was like
Hey,
mozzarella sticks, like random. Like it's not. It wasn't just limited. Like a quesadilla was one of the sides.
Corn dogs cooked up.
I hate
whole
corn dogs.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Corn dogs, hot dogs. That's one thing in New York. Yeah, just be ready to hit someone's mouth if you eat that.
I ain't like.
Cause you putting the whole thing about you putting the whole sausage in your mouth, like bro.
You just eat it from the side, bro.
That ain't doing justice
that's
though,
the
because
thing,
it's
though.
like nah, like
But
bro,
you can't
and
even
especially
enjoy it.
when it's that one person that's killing it, it's like yo, you're going crazy. Like it's good. Or like what is his name? Because like that's crazy. My dad be doing that to me. I ain't gonna lie.
What's his name is
My dad hit me with that.
Not as well.
But cookout is like you'll have like the sides are not necessarily what you would expect as sides.
Yeah,
Like a quesadilla could almost be a main in some places,
Yeah,
but they
that's
like
a
be
side.
like throw it. They count it as a side.
I'm
Or
not
they had-
mad at that.
What was it?
Yeah,
Bro,
Like,
I get a burger,
bacon wrap?
cheese quesadilla. It's a bacon wrap, bacon wrap.
bro, that
Bro,
stuff
that
is
hits.
so good.
Yeah,
It's like bacon and you don't eat pork, but it's bacon and cheese wrapped up in a tortilla or something.
you
like
dip
that.
it in the sauce.
I don't remember. It's been 10 years since I ate it.
Yeah, I dip it in the cookout sauce. Oh my
First
god!
of all, quesadilla as a side is on fire.
Wow.
And you can get hush puppies,
Oh, I know. I heard those before. What are those again?
the little small
Hush puppies.
small balls.
Tater
Is it like bread though?
It's
They're
just
like
cornbread
bread.
balls, right?
Yeah, it's like
Those are
bread.
good,
It's like
yeah.
bread, but it's like fried bread.
Yeah, those I had those.
But what's inside of it?
It's just
bread?
it's just
But it's like sweet though.
It's
What?
sweet a little, like it tastes a little sweet.
Why
Yeah.
I think hush puppies were like tater tots.
They are something like tater
Yeah.
tots, but they're not tater
but
tots.
it's bready. It's not
All
potato.
right, makes sense.
And it's bigger than tater tots.
Yeah. And I think
I like tater
and
too.
Cookout's
Hash
got a
browns
whole
and
list
tater
of
tots are
milkshake flavors too. I think for $1 extra, you can upgrade your drink to a milkshake instead of just like the regular Coke.
And you can mix the flavors. So like you can get like cookie dough Oreo or like strawberry Oreo. I ain't gonna lie, strawberry Oreo hit. I tried it one time on some fried chocolate,
I was about to say you.
and that junk hit.
Yeah. Well, now I'm thoroughly hungry. It's time to go
Yeah,
practice.
Do I want to? I'm getting some gummy bears before practice.
I mean, if we leave now, you could eat them and it'd be fine.
Yeah. Technically, what's being late for practice?
Some food.
Yeah, practice starts at 7, right?
But no, yeah, I'm gonna probably. So whenever we out, we're just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. At the
We'll wrap this up.
I want some tea, but I'll just wait till next time. I'll get some else action. Yeah,
You just
I
you done
ain't
with spar today.
yeah, I definitely. Give me some gummy bears.
Gummy bears. Gummy bears.
I'm a gummy bear.